Shoot. All right, this is like the fifth take, so we're just running it. All right, my name's Charlie Umpleby, and I'll be presenting today on my favorite show, Better Call Saul. All right, so about the show, of course, it's a prequel to Breaking Bad and directed by the man himself, Vince Gilligan. And it tells the story of Jimmy McGill and his transformation from just a regular lawyer to the flamboyant character that we all know and love from Breaking Bad, Saul Goodman. So it aired from 2015 to 2022, has 63 episodes throughout 6 seasons. Here's a fun little fact. It has 53 Emmy nominations, but 0 wins, which I find absolutely unbelievable, given how great the show is. Alright, so ratings over time. So compared to the later seasons, the earlier seasons sort of started out slow, but of course they picked up as the show progressed. And you can see that on our lovely chart to the right. And this sort of mirrors Jimmy's metamorphosis into Saul Goodman, where everything just gets a little more extra, a little more fun, and a little more exciting. So, again, as you can see, from season 1 to 3, Jimmy's still just a regular criminal lawyer. He's doing cases in Albuquerque, just making a living. But from season 4 to onwards, he really embraces the guise of Saul Goodman. And of course, his role, as Skylar White put it in Breaking Bad, a criminal lawyer. Now, we can see the growth between episodes per season, in this chart. So each season sort of follows a similar pattern, where it has a sort of slow start with comparatively lower ratings. But towards the end, we always have these explosive finishes with very high ratings and spectacularly made episodes. And this really does reflect Vince Gilligan's signature storytelling style, which can be seen in Breaking Bad, where you've got a really slow start where he's building the narrative, but then it always finishes with a bang. Just like in Breaking Bad, just look at Ozymandias, one of the greatest episodes in television history, I'd say. Alright, so why might we see this pattern in the data, and how is that reflected in the show, and also vice versa? So I feel like from season 3 onwards, the show really shifts from a legal drama to a full-on crime thriller, more akin to Breaking Bad. And this is kind of catalyzed through the introduction of key characters like Lalo Salamanca, obviously a huge figure in the Salamanca drug cartel, and of course Gustavo Fring, everyone's favorite Los Pollos Hermanos guy. And also, there's just continuously higher and higher stakes. Like in the first few seasons, Jimmy, he's just fabricating documents for legal cases, and then by the end of the show, Howard Hamlin, a huge character, is getting shot in his living room. So yeah, it just gets crazier and crazier, and that can be seen in the viewership and ratings. So now the conclusion. So really, the ratings really mirror Jimmy's moral descent. Well, I suppose in this scenario, it would be an inverse relationship, because as his moral declines, viewership and ratings, of course, increase. And the entire show really reflects Vince Gilligan's signature slow burn storytelling style, where it's got these very chill and very deliberate structures followed by these super complex and super insane endings to each season, and of course the end of the show, as seen in the data. And of course, as you might expect, the viewers, me included, respond very positively to these darker and far more complex narratives. And I came up with this beautiful analogy that Better Call Saul reminds me a lot of like an IPA. It's a lot of people might not like it, but it's robust, it's complex, and of course, at the very end, it's deeply satisfying. All right, thank you. If you have any questions, email me, and goodbye.